put our heads together and come up with the good ideas and pass the word on to our friends and family that live in the community that aren't here. So those are some of the goals of our association. We're a vehicle. We're the ones that are going to put our foot down. You know, if a business comes into our neighborhood and we feel they're serving alcohol or doing something inappropriate, we're the ones that put our foot down, okay? If street lights are out in our neighborhood, we can't just go, oh, the street light's out, and not tell the city or not tell our neighbor association president. We need to jump right on it so it can get fixed. Graffiti, same thing, okay? But if we continue just passing by the streets, oh, there's graffiti, no big deal. No one's going to fix it. No one's going to help us. Because the city doesn't have the time to be out here every single day monitoring our communities, our neighborhoods, okay, 24/7. That has to be us. All right? So, in order to get our neighborhood association established where we get some funding, I met with Paul a few weeks ago to talk about some of this. We need to come up with a board, okay? So, the board, according to our bylaws, we do have bylaws for our association already, so that's a good thing. We can adjust them as we go. But according to the bylaws, we need a president, a vice president, and then the third spot is a secretary/treasurer. They're one, so there's only three. So you always want an odd number because when it comes to voting, so you don't have no ties, you don't have to break a tiebreaker, okay? So think about if you're interested, because tonight, if you're interested, I'm going to want you to let me know, because at our next meeting, to make it official, we have to take a vote, and then that's our board. Now, I'm working with Paul getting some funding, because every association is able to get funding through the city, but you can't do that unless you get a board, because once you get a board, you can open a bank account. So we need a board. So we need 3 people to step up and want to help be a part of the board. I believe the commitment of the board is a 2-year commitment, Paul, I believe?
I think so, yeah.
1 year? Okay.
Oh yeah, 1 year, but you can renew.
1 year and you can renew.
2 years.
Now, if you look at board of officers, I kind of right here gave a little breakdown on the terms. So, like Gary said, it's a 1 year, but you can renew for 2. You can't do 2 or more, okay, as far as being a board member in that same position. Now, you could be the secretary and treasurer, and you could, after 2 years, want to be the president. If you get voted in, that's fine, okay? So now, I'm sure most of you have already read that. I've already talked about the duties. Now, if you want to get more specific on the duties, take a look at officers' duties. The president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer. Okay, so take a look at, take 2 minutes, take a look at that to yourself, and then think about if you're willing to be a part of this, a part of our board.